Hello, it's Emma Jo here from Lavinia Stamps, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a button card. Sort of in the style of Andy Warhol. It's great fun to do, and it's shrink plastic that you don't shrink this time. But I loved using it because the colours are so vibrant on shrink plastic. Anyway, so what you're going to need is obviously shrink plastic and some Posca pens of your own choosing. Okay, let's get started. So that's me showing you what we're making, and we're using Sizzix shrink plastic, and as you can see I've used the craft mat to make a grid that I can follow through the shrink plastic. I'm using archival ink and the mini button stamp from Lavinia Stamps, and I'm basically going to be stamping a button in each square that you can see. Watch me go. I think it's gonna be speedy. There we go. So we've got 9 buttons to colour in. And what I'm doing here is I'm pushing my Posca pen down to create a reservoir of ink on the craft mat that I'm going to dilute with water and then apply using a paintbrush. And here we go. So that's the aqua green. And I'm just going around the button and creating that square. Now obviously with each square is a different colour. I'm trying not to put the same colour next to each other. And I'm also trying to make sure that it is actually quite visually a bright thing to look at. So you've got orange, you've got yellow and red, and then we've got, I think it's apple green. And the darker green there. And the last one, I've used a sparkly one there from the glittery Poscas. And I shall tell you what it's called. Light blue. Gosh, that was worth the wait. Anyway, so now I am going back in and using the same technique, I am colouring in the buttons. The nice thing about archival ink is that it's not going to move while I colour it in with this watery Posca. So I'm using contrasting colours. So that's a green going on top of an orange square. And then an orange going on top of a teal square. Or sorry, aqua green. It's just about having fun and making sure that it's just bright and zings. There we go, I think we've done those. So we're now going to outline the button using a contrasting colour. And this brings it all to life. You can see the red on that blue one. And again, what am I going for now? Navy on top of an orange one. And now I'm going to be showing you how to make a little postage stamp. So I'm using the grid again on the craft mat to have a 1 centimetre square piece of shrink plastic which I've cut out, and I'm using that as a template and I'm drawing around it. Okay, and now we're going to be stamping using archival ink, that mini button stamp again within the marked area for the stamp. I'm colouring it in with the blue glittery pen for the outside, and then I've decided that I am going to use the red for the stamp, for the button, Well, it is a stamp. It's a mini button stamp. So yes, I'm going to use red for the stamp. Going back to the card now. Just a few dots of glue, bibbidi bobbidi, Lavinia stamps, glue, and pop it centrally into or onto the card. And there you have it. Just finishing off that postage stamp, because it's dry now, I can add the accents, and I've chosen to use yellow because it'll show up best. And that, my friends, is it. You have done it. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm really pleased with this. So much so that I've made more than one. I think they're rather nice little thank you cards as well. You could use any of our mini stamps. I just chose to use the mini button stamp. Anyway, what do you think? Did you enjoy it? I do hope so. Thank you for joining me today. And as usual, please pop any comments in the post below, and I'll do my best to get in touch with you and reply as best I can. You take care. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon.